started my career, not when I was 7, that was my career, and I didn't have any reviews when I did my first plays in backyards, but when I did the first play that got a review, I was in college, and some people I'd worked with in acting classes, and I decided to put on a production. We hired a small theater in New York, and we did a play by Anouilh called Mademoiselle Cologne, and we did get a review from the New York Post, and the review said Michael Kahn's direction takes turns being non-existent, inexplicable, and in bad taste. So I never forgot that review, and many years later, when I still had a career, no thanks to him, I reminded him of that review, and he didn't blush, he just said, oh well, and I said, well, thank God I'm still here. But do I pay attention to reviews? I would like to say that I do, to learn, and I would also have to say that a lot of reviews are really more consumer reports, and they're not really delving into the making of the art. So when I get a review, bad or good, that really has tackled with the work in an intelligent way, I'm very interested. And as a matter of fact, I've actually written to a couple of reviewers who wrote unfavorably about something, or favorably, saying that you understood what we were trying to do, and I learned something about what I didn't do or what we didn't do by your review. Most of the time reviewers say the acting was excellent, the direction was swift, and mostly it's the plot of the play. And I think the state of reviewing, well, I guess it's not theater criticism, maybe it's review, and those days of real in-depth criticism doesn't exist anymore, and except in very few places. So do I read the reviews? I read the first line and the last line to see if it's good or not good, and whether people are going to look at me strangely in the morning or happily. But a good critic, a serious, and there have been some, I've had people in Washington who I've admired hugely, who think about a production, do some research before, try to figure out not what they think alone, but what they think the people, the artists who are working on it, think about the project. That is, for me, a big reward for working as hard as we do. And when that happens, I don't care if they love it or not. The fact that they have taken the energy and the time to think about what we're doing and try to understand it, and then say yes or no to how we've done it, that's fine. And then I think we're having a real conversation, and then I'm very grateful for that.